I'm an Australian living in Belarus, but I'm currently in Russia. I'm on a fact-finding mission. I'm at Avia Park, the biggest shopping mall in Russia, and I believe the biggest, or one of the biggest inside of Europe. I'm just going to do a walkthrough now. You can see for yourself what things are like here, how things are compared to your country, etc. We have Avia Park, and let's stroll in. It's a bit of a walk in because it's so big. Got to walk through the car park. It's very busy. There's a lot of people coming in and out. I've just come up from the metro area, and let's have a walk inside up the escalators. It's a very big shopping centre. You may have seen some of my shorts with the fish tank from here. It's got a 5-level fish tank, and it's got a lot of these transformed restaurants. Transformed shops. Magazine. Anything from McDonald's to Uniqlo to you name it, it's got the Russian version inside, so it's quite interesting. I'll show you the car park. I won't say anything to lead you either way. I won't say it's too busy or too this or too that. I'll just show you what's going on. Because when you say busy, what does it even mean, busy? Busy compared to what, right? Everything's relative. Lots of teenies. Lots of teenies. This Just Clothes here, I believe this was Uniqlo. I believe it was, which is known for kind of cheaper, reasonable quality kind of clothes. Everyone says their clothes hold together, unlike some of the other fast fashion brands around, which sells just cheap crap that falls apart. So this is kind of evening. It's around, I would say, 7 p.m. on a Tuesday. We've got a bit of a backup here, so we'll go in this one. We'll be a bit cheeky. Go in this one might be a bit faster for us. That right in your face advertising everywhere. There's the reclama. All right, inside, I think we got a couple of levels of escalators here. Again, it's kind of a weird time, 7 p.m. You wouldn't expect there to be a heap of people kind of eating about now. So it's hard to know what to make of it, but let's have a look anyway. This girl, she's got like one leg on, one leg off. What now? Watching what now? Alright, so this is where the shopping centre starts at this level here. This is like massive supermarket here. Then one level up is this massive department store. People exiting for the day, they've had their shopping. For them, time for home. Or somewhere else. As I say, it's kind of that weird time where people would be having dinner. Alright, we're on the ground level now. Let's stroll around. Tele 2. If you see some prices, just to let you know, the exchange rate's around 90 to 1. So 80 rubles is just under $1, etc. I think there's, I don't know how many levels there are, 4 or 5. What I'll do is I'll just do a lap of the ground level here. There's that girl again with the one leg on, one leg off. I can honestly say I haven't seen that before. Oh, wow, she's had 3 kids. Information in English as well. So I think there's not a lot this way. Let's have a quick look. And then go back the other way where most of the shops will be. Lift here. There you go, 4 levels. Sorry, I thought there was 5. Shows you all the shops. There, you still got Mango. Mango's the Western brand that's kind of everywhere. Also Samsung. I think the rest of them are Russian. Yeah. Oops. My guys. So I'm fighting a plant here. This is kind of a weird open area. I don't know why they have this in shopping centres. There's like nothing here. I guess they rent it out on the weekends or something. But yeah, not much down this way. New Yorker, which is, I don't know how popular it is around the world, but I know there's quite a few in Belarus. There's a coffee shop here. Yeah, a few people hanging out, doing their thing. Taking in some coffees. As I say, this is a suitcase place. Let's go back this way. Optic Land. So I won't go that way. I will go this way. So I don't really know how this place is compared to 2-3 years ago, but it's, quite frankly, it's pretty busy now. I mean, it's the sort of place, given it's the biggest and given its proximity in the city and given its easy accessibility, you can see that it would, if places were suffering a bit, you can see that this would be one of the last to be affected. There's Mango. Very famous fast fashion place, along with places like H&M, De Facto, Zara, all this kind of same stuff, right? Uniqlo. This looks like a kind of a Apple store, quote unquote Apple store. Premium reseller. That doesn't really mean much. To be honest, I mean it could be. It looks like everything here is Apple type stuff. MacBook, iPhone, yeah, it's all Apple stuff here. Is it real? Who knows? It could be. There's also potentially Lacoste over there. Oh, it actually says Lacoste. You kind of don't know, and it probably is. Or was. Or still is. I have to be honest, I don't know any of these brands. That says London underneath. This is the famous fish tank here. So it's a steady crowd. Again, it is 7 PM on a Tuesday, kind of weird time. There's Stars Coffee, of course. They simply removed the bucks. They took the bucks out and just put the coffee and Stars together. And I'm pretty sure the menu's fairly the same. But let's be honest, it doesn't matter whether it's Gloria Jeans or Starbucks. I mean, they're playing in the same pond. If one makes something really amazing, then another one can just copy it. I mean, it's just coffee, right? It's not a big secret. Almost getting to the end. So this is kind of half the ground floor. There's an adjacent half, and then another 3 levels on top of this to give you a sense of what's going on. I'll show you a few of these names just in case it means something to you. Some in English. Polo. So I'll repeat this process when I go to some quieter, smaller towns and see what's going on. So as I say, this one, because it's kind of at the top of the food chain, it's pretty unlikely to really suffer too much, right? Like, but when it comes down to it, I mean, you can just replace the badges, get the clothes from a similar factory, and people will buy them. I don't have the same pull as a Western brand, but in the end, I mean, if someone's going to buy, they're going to buy. Really. I mean, with McDonald's, this is the one I've had the most to do with. I've been to McDonald's a few times, long story. But, Vkusna i Tochka. And people here just call it McDonald's. Hey, let's go to McDonald's. And they go to McDonald's. Like, that's how it is. And then you go to Vkusna i Tochka. A little bit more in that direction. It's got some size about it. It's kind of weirdly dark. They're not using the space well. I'm not sure. Maybe, I mean, just having these big areas here is kind of weird. I guess they have maybe on the weekend like pop-up stalls or something, but it's kind of unusual to have these massive areas, especially when there's narrow walkways. So you just can get bottlenecks if it's too busy. So I'm not sure what exactly is going on here, but just not very well designed. I have no idea. Maybe they meant to have more of these in, but they ended up not needing them or something. I don't know. Because it looks like one here, one here, one here, one here. It looks like they're supposed to be there as well. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. Because you wouldn't design a place with this empty area like this. There's no need for it. So I'm thinking maybe there could have been stuff already there. But even these, well, it's hard to tell, isn't it? It's dinner time. People probably aren't eating this kind of stuff too much at the moment. And you have Coffix at the end there, and you just go up and repeat it. And again, there's an adjacent walkway here. If you remember at the start there, kind of coming up this way. Let's give you a little bit of a look down there. I definitely know in Belarus, in Minsk, what I noticed was the biggest shopping centres were unaffected, really just unaffected. The smaller ones, the older ones, the less cool ones, they might have had a few empties, not a huge amount, but some empties. It was happening. Although Belarus had a bigger exit of people than Russia's had. I would say a higher proportion of the population of Belarus has left compared to Russia. That's my feel from just talking to people. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the walkthrough, an honest appraisal of what I'm seeing here.